Diana, what a game that they brought us in at the end of the
I'm Tiana. Welcome to the Call of Duty 4v4 Infinite Warfare Tournament hosted at EGE. Honestly, with the warm welcome, I would like to announce the 2017 EGE winners, Energy Fear. Alright, boys. I think for Robbie, it's your second win. Second win. Mickey, it has to be noted, Mickey and Jeeves is their first LAN win in their whole Call of Duty career. Boys, how are you guys feeling?
First LAN win, boys. First LAN win.
Finally, after putting in so much time, it feels good to have it actually pay off.
Yeah, and Mickey, how are you feeling? Your first LAN win, you played for how many years? Did you finally have a W?
Last season I played second all the time, so it feels like a team that actually comes first. So I'm really happy with my team. We played really well.
Fantastic. Boys, obviously coming into the series, you guys were well prepped. You knocked out every other team. I know obviously Ventus had taken off a couple of matches on your series leading up to the grand finals. How did you feel going into the grand finals knowing you were going to come up against Crypto Gaming?
Honestly, we were always confident against Crypto Gaming. Like against Ventus, yeah, it was a tough game, but we expected to win. We know we can win. With Crypto, I believe Ventus are more of a challenge, but they played amazingly. But obviously, we came out to win because we were more prepared, and we've been playing as a team for how long now? I've been teaming with Carl for 2 years. It just shows that chemistry is always better than how good your team skill is, and also individual skill as well.
Yeah, and I think the big thing with our team is as well, we get along so well as friends. So even outside the game, more in-game stuff is very smooth, it's very quick, and we can adapt to situations very well. So I think that was very good in the Crypto game, especially because we're all confident that we're going to win, because we put in so much time this year, and having beaten every other team consistently, it was a guaranteed win for us.
But then also again with our team, it's not only chemistry, like we are probably top 5 best players in South Africa. So that with chemistry, you have the perfect team, and that's what I think we are.
Yeah, definitely has to be noted, the Ian Fear lineup as an all-star lineup, as Holden has mentioned. I think it has to be said, if I could stand out of correction, but I think Ian Frosty is currently the most winningest player in terms of LAN tournaments. I think he's just taken the notch off of Uncle Jake's, the 30-year-old, but yeah, it's absolutely great. They deserve it. The EGE 2017 champions. Currently, I'm on board with Ian Koss. I personally love Robbie. I mean, he's such a great character. He brings so much hype and emphasis to the Ian Fear lineup. I think Robbie's been a staple in the whole Call of Duty South African community. I remember meeting him back in Call of Duty Ghosts. I think he was in EGE, obviously cementing his name and character throughout the community. He's just been dominating throughout once he actually joined the Ian Fear lineup, solidifying his first LAN victory last year at EGE 2000.
I'd like to say that I'm glad you said cementing when I joined Energy, because my past it was bad. Like I came from EGE, that was my first LAN team. Our first LAN first, we never placed first ever that whole year first. Then I joined Ventus, still never placed first. Then I finally joined the squad of Energy here, and I finally cemented my first LAN win. And it just shows that it doesn't come immediately. You need to practice, you need to put in the time, even if it takes years. But one day you'll make it. You need to 100% with it. I love this. I love these guys, and then tournaments are just amazing.
Well, one of the winners of Ian Fear Dreams, your first LAN win, ecstatic.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like having played almost 8 years of Call of Duty, 4 of like my first years being with my dad in my living room, and like coming from a place like Zambia. Obviously, I'm the only Zambian player here, and I think personally online I get like a lot of hate, or everyone's gonna say, oh, is he gonna play well online? And finally, after working so hard and being around all the top orgs. I was part of Ventus, High Five, all these other orgs, but finally I found one where I actually feel at home and I actually feel like I'm part of a family, not just a team. And so I'm lucky to be teaming with 3 of the best players in South Africa, and like I still remember playing against Kyle a few years ago, dreaming that one day I'll be able to even compete on the same level. So now that my idols have become my teammates and my friends, I think this is like the most ecstatic I've been in a long time, and it's great to win with such an amazing team. I'm happy because the rest of the year looks really good for us.
Well, from a caster's point of view, you guys started from the Ventus game. You started slow, but from there it's all guns blazing. What was different from the start of the Ventus game and all the map wins right through?
Yeah. So personally, I feel that we got, not to sound cocky or anything, but we got used to winning a lot. And I feel like we kind of adapted that mentality that, oh, we're going to win this game, so we didn't fully push ourselves to our limits. And after that Ventus game, we realized, okay guys, we really need to pick up, everyone's supporting us, we need to get this W. And me and Mickey wanted to win so badly, so like, we just put our thinking heads on and we played, we calmed down, we're like, guys, focus up. And then from then on out, our game came back, our chemistry came back, we reset, and like, after that it was just, everyone started going off. I mean, once Kyle goes off, he doesn't stop the whole game, once Mickey goes off, he doesn't stop the whole game. So once we got fired up, I think that was the end. Like, we played so well the last 3 maps against Ventus and then the last map versus Crypto, so yeah.
Hey everyone, Tiana here once again. I'm with Ian Frosty, 2 rings, which means he won the last year's EGE, consecutively won this year's EGE, currently got 2 rings under his name. Carl, I've known this guy also since Call of Duty Ghosts. I think it's been a long time. I've played against him, definitely not one of my favorite moments coming against the young lad. I have to firstly say, as myself, I've deemed him the wonder kid of South African Call of Duty. He's just dominated everyone, every game mode, any gun he can utilize. His reaction timing is second to none. Congratulations, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Like since winning last year's EGE, it actually like boosted my confidence a lot. Coming into here with my new young talented squad, and I mean like I had to like really pick my players to play with me, like very fast, energetic players with very good reaction time. But like yeah, as I said, like this feels amazing. I mean like every land win feels like my first one. So yeah.
That's great. And as I mentioned as well, I think Carl is obviously the winningest player of the Call of Duty community now, overtaking Jakes, which I think he's still part of EN. He's just there. Manager, Ian Jakes. Everyone knows who he is. He's a staple. Yeah, just huge congrats to Carl. I think up and coming young Call of Duty players obviously want to aspire to be like Carl himself as a player, as a character. He's just got the whole package. South African Call of Duty right here.
Okay, with Mickey Latip, one of the winners from EN Fear. I just had an interview with Dreamzy, Vian, and it was his first land, it's yours as well. You ecstatic as well?
Yes, after playing for so long and finally win your first land, it's the best feeling ever. Like, I can't explain how I feel right now. It's really tired because of the hard maps we have to play. But I'm really happy with my team, you know. We started to slow in a few maps, like we were like down by so much, and then we just kept on talking to each other, hyping each other up. We never shout at each other or blamed anyone. We just kept together as a team and we pulled through. So happy that we won.
The big thing for me was that you guys feed off each other with the energy. It's like if one gets a 2-piece, the next one will come in with a 2, and then a 3, and then it's great to see that. Is there an in-game leader, like, or does everyone just pitch in?
In-game leader would probably be Kyle, Frosty, but if you look at us play, we're all leaders on our own. We know exactly what to do, we know where to push, who does what, who carries bomb, who does what. It's perfect. Our team chemistry is amazing. We know exactly how each other plays, and it's just amazing. Like, everyone is a leader in our team.
Yeah, well, my last question is, what's next for Ian? Is it now just, okay, let's take a break, or is it just back to the drawing board and keep going at it?
I think we're gonna have about maybe a week or 2 break, and then we're gonna go full on in time for DGC and get my second land, you know, hopefully.
Let's go. Okay, thank you very much.
Hey, what is up everybody? My name is Nick Holden, and it's pretty much calming down at EGE 2017. I'm joined by the likes of our 2 co-commentators today, the 2 casters who really brought life to the event. It's Tiano on our far side, and then Dennis. James, take a look at the games that we played today, or we didn't play, but we casted today. A lot of action on board. Which was your highlight? Something you done?
Well, I'm going to go to that Ventus Ian game, that reverse sweep that Ian Fear did. It's insane. Being 2 maps down, coming back to beat Ventus, that's a top 3 team. Well, if there's one team that can do it, it's probably them.
Definitely my highlight for the tournament, I have to say, is a carbon copy with Dennis. I thoroughly enjoyed Ian here taking on Ventus Gaming. We honestly thought that Ventus were going to take the upset and finally knock Ian Fear down to the losers brackets, but then once again Ian showing why they are currently the winners of EGE 2017, managing the reverse sweep, solidifying their victory for 3-2. So yeah, it was just a great showcase of our South African Call of Duty.
Well, one thing that I have to say, yes, over today, that was definitely, I'm going to just echo exactly what you guys have said, but definitely as a highlight of, one of the potential highlights of the tournament was when Bravado went up against the likes of WRG. What a massive game for the youngsters. I mean, coming out of nowhere essentially with a brand new organization, is that a game changer in your guys' opinion?
Well, that's huge coming from White Rabbit. They're all young guys. They just picked up Sheldon, one of the players, and I was shocked. Like I tweeted out and I asked people's top 5, and not one of them had White Rabbit Gaming, except it was Clint from Bingo, was the only one that had them. And so GG's from his point of view, but White Rabbit, they're impressing. Bravado needs to go back to the drawing board, definitely. One of the top 5 teams, and they need to get back into that. And White Rabbit just knocked them out.
I know we're obviously agreeing with one another, but I thoroughly enjoyed the White Rabbit Gaming game between Bravado. Obviously Bravado coming into the Call of Duty community as a big MGO. They've been dominating CSGO, respectfully so. I stood behind Sheldon Saints POV. I was right behind the lad. They were getting hyped. The players were dominating. I think they took it all the way to map 5, Santa Correction. So it was just a great showcase of new talent being invested into the South African Call of Duty scene. Yeah, it's so nice to see, like I mentioned, young lads getting together as a team and showing that they can hang around the best.
Well, one thing that I do want to bring up, it seems to happen at every EGE that there is upsets, and EGE 2017 was no exception to that. Throughout the seasons, what we've seen from a lot is that there's either one or maybe 2 teams that really rise to the top tier. This year it's a completely different ballgame. We have almost 5 teams that have been dominating their competition. How do you feel about the competitive scene in South Africa at the moment?
Well, looking at this LAN event, if I'm correct by saying it's our biggest one as yet.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. It's building upon that, and ACGL's helping so much. So that's great from that point of view. But I must say, some teams like 50-50 Black that impressed me so much this weekend. And then we just spoke about White Rabbit Gaming that entered the top 5. So from that point of view, it's awesome having all these players in, because the cash is there, the players are there, the venues are there. It's now, let's just build on this.
Your side, Tiana?
I've been around for a while. Definitely we started at grassroots. I wouldn't say as long as Nick, but yeah, the lands were obviously smaller. We didn't have main stage. I mean, main stage was, as you can see, at the warm-up group stage venues where you sit opposite each other, and that was our main stage. Everyone would huddle around the finals. So yeah, I'm just really happy to be a part of this whole process. How far South African Call of Duty as an esport has developed, because obviously esports and progression and development is fantastic. Now we've got the main stage, we've got the lights, we've got the media, you guys. It's just an absolute pleasure to be here with everyone. It's also nice to have a new influx of players and not just your stale, top 2 teams dominating the entire scene. It's nice to see Ventus, Crypto, White Rabbit Gaming for the season, knock out the big guns, and it's a breath of fresh air. So it's great to be a part of it.
Well, essentially, like you guys pointed out there, this was the biggest LAN, essentially, for the Call of Duty community in a long, long time, potentially the biggest ever. But what this is so exciting for me, at least, is Infinite Warfare, maybe not the most well-received amongst the community, but still managing to reach the numbers of being the biggest LAN. EGE 28, surely, guys, we're in for a massive show.
I can't wait for that. Hopefully we see new champions, as I don't think that just the frost there on my left can take 3 in a row. No, definitely not. So we do need someone new, but I can't wait for that one and see if we can maybe break the record that we currently have of 17 teams. So hopefully we can get more than that.
Yeah, 17 is obviously an absolute stellar of influx of teams registered for a tournament. As the guys have mentioned, the biggest tournament to date South African Call of Duty. The last season of the Jetpack game, I'm sure a lot of the older players are more excited for that, you know, going back to their roots, the more traditional boots on the ground gameplay, game style. In terms of that being said, I think there's going to possibly be double the amount of teams next year. I can't see why it cannot be that, because I've heard from the grassroots, from the grapevines, a lot of people are coming back, a lot of your veterans. It's just going to be absolutely massive, and I'm so proud that all of us can be a part of it together.
All right, on that note, gents, I just want to say thank you very much to the both of you for the entirety of the weekend. And one thing just to the players here quickly. Yes, we're going to be looking forward to EGE 2018, but there's still a lot to play for. I'm going to keep that one on the nose. But if anything, we've proven how important XP can be. And yes, it's going to still play a crucial role for the rest of the season. And we'll see exactly what secrets will be revealed in the time to come. Cheers.